Once Bill Gates said, "Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning." And this quote perfectly blends in with today's case study. Blockbuster was infamously punishing their customers with late fees, and this made them lose a lot of business due to the negative customer experience. Within just 13 years after the launch of their main competitor, Netflix, Blockbuster was a thing of the past. The whole story in this video. Welcome to Wealthy Mindset, where we explore unique and breathtaking angles from the world of money, economics, personal finance, and investing. But before we dive into it, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, click on the bell icon right there so you never miss any of our subsequent videos. Blockbuster, which was launched in 1985 by David Cook, once had 9,000 plus stores in the United States, 84,000 plus employees, and 65 million customer base, which they lost all because of their late fees model. Blockbuster was highly dependent on its late fee model, which was generating almost 15% of total revenue. Blockbuster was in the business of renting DVDs of movies, music CDs, and video games. It was able to raise an investment of $18.5 million from a trio of investors, but later, due to various disagreements from one of their investors, Huizenga, Cook left the position and Huizenga took over control of Blockbuster. Under Huizenga's leadership, Blockbuster saw massive growth. They became very famous for the variety of titles they brought in their stores, which were almost 100 times larger than any other normal store. They can easily keep the track record of 10,000 VHS per customer on each registered customer. It just took 3 years for Blockbuster to be the #1 video chain of America, and by the early 90s, Blockbuster had become a multi-billion-dollar company. In the mid-90s, Huizenga realized the threats from the upcoming cable TV technology, which could hurt their business. Later, he decided to invest in the cable business and built the Blockbuster amusement park and sold his business at $8 billion to Viacom in the year 1994. Just after 2 years, Blockbuster lost its value by 50%. Blockbuster saw a massive effect from the technology and the business model which Netflix has bought in the market, DVD by mail rental service. Initially, Netflix struggled a lot due to the low accessibility of DVD players among US people, because of which they were not able to rent out their DVDs. After the 2 years launch of Netflix in the year 1999, Reed Hastings, the CEO of Netflix, decided to sell it to Blockbuster, which Blockbuster denied and laughed at. To catch the tech wave and move with the times, Blockbuster took the help of Enron Technologies, which later became bankrupt. Blockbuster tried to launch their video-on-demand service while Blockbuster was not concerned about their VOD facility and focusing on their traditional business. The business model which Netflix came up with had eliminated the concept of late fees and introduced the subscription model, which customers really loved. In the subscription model, customers were free to take as many DVDs they wanted at just $20 per month, without any late fee. This model directly affected the Blockbuster's major source of revenue, the late fee, which was almost contributing 15% of their total revenue. In just a few years, customers loved the comfort of ordering movies from their homes with a subscription model. Blockbuster took 5 years to adapt these two strategies in their business model. By that time, Netflix was able to make a 3 million plus customer base. In the mid-2000s, Blockbuster was losing their identity. They were not able to renovate and reimagine the digital era. At the time, when Netflix was launching streaming services on their website, Blockbuster was stuck on DVDs and CDs. Even when they launched their online portal, they were behind Netflix, who enjoyed zero overhead cost and no stores. The biggest loss that Blockbuster saw was scrapping late fees, because of which they sacrificed $200 million from their revenue. Ironically, Blockbuster was short $200 million for their online business too. In the year 2005, when Blockbuster scrapped the late fee, this campaign became controversial, where 40 states claimed that they were charging the whole fee for movies in just 8 days. Later, Blockbuster refunded the amount to their customers. It was in the year 2007 Blockbuster received its biggest challenge, where Netflix now started streaming online. To make their streaming platform more popular, Netflix signed a deal with Star Entertainment. This deal pumped Netflix to another level, recording a net profit of $116 million in the year 2009, and the same year Blockbuster recorded a loss of $518 million. In the year 2010, Blockbuster filed for bankruptcy and delisted from the New York Stock Exchange on 10th July 2010 with $1 billion in debt and $42.3 million in unpaid interest, amount of the bondholders. In the year 2011, Dish acquires Blockbuster at $320 million and agreed to open only 500 stores, but unfortunately, they had to close all the stores by 2013 except for the one in Oregon. Blockbuster has become a good example of how not to run a business. It has seen several changes in its leadership in a short interval of time, which led to ignorance and failure in understanding the true need of the hour. Several commentators claim it would have been a major success if they would have adapted digital at their early stage or had their deal with Netflix. Today, we can only speculate what could be the possibilities, but this failure has left a lot of lessons in the business world. What do you guys think are the core areas where Blockbuster should have focused upon? If you enjoyed this video, slap a like on it and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest business trends and interesting facts. You can also turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any of our mind-blowing videos. We'll catch you in the next one. Until then, bye!